On the day of the inauguration, I introduced today's speaker as a facilitator. Now I would like to introduce him as the Dhamma speaker. This is the first time he is going to talk to you and deliver talks at Buddhist Maha Vihara physically. Virtually he did some talks during the COVID-19. Today's speaker is Dr. Rathnasiri Rathnayaka. I am so happy to introduce him as his background and his character relate to my own character also. First similarity is we both represent, we are coming from same area in Sri Lanka. From Kurunegala, and he is my teacher in English at the outside of the university, and also he is my lecturer in linguistics as well as history of English literature when I was an undergraduate at the University of Buddhist and Pali University of Sri Lanka. So he lectured me in English literature, English grammar and history of English language and literature. Then he was an assistant lecturer at the Department of English, Buddhist and Pali University of Sri Lanka. He earned his first degree, BA bachelor degree in English, Pali and Buddhist culture from the same university, Buddhist and Pali University of Sri Lanka. Then he completed his master degree in linguistics with a merit pass at the University of Kelaniya, attached to the Department of Linguistics. Thereafter, he did another master degree in Buddhist studies at the Postgraduate Institute of Kelaniya University, then completed his PhD degree in Buddhist studies. He has gone around the world for Buddhist conferences, has presented so many research papers internationally and nationally. Later on, he became a senior lecturer in Buddhist studies at the Postgraduate Institute of Kelaniya University, Buddhist Studies. Okay? And recently, I think 2 or 3 years ago, he was appointed as the head of the Department of Buddhist Thought. Bhante Varanayana, who gave a talk yesterday, he's a disciple of him. And I am a disciple of him. And Dr. Ashok also. He is also a co-supervisor in PhD, because he was the dean of a faculty, Buddhist Studies faculty at Nagananda International Institute for the Buddhist Studies before the appointment of senior lecturer post at Kelaniya University. And his journey is a miracle, very proud journey. And he was blessed by the noble professors. So he dedicated much time, he dedicated his energies and came to this level. He should be in the field of English studies. And we expected him to be a lecturer at a department of English, but because of his pleasure with the Dhamma, he moved to Buddhist studies. He is a very good grammarian in English in Sri Lanka, and many professors come to solve the grammar issues from Dr. Rathnasiri. So many Buddhist monks around the world, they have learned from him, and we are blessed to have him in our life as a Kalyanamitta, as a noble teacher, as a lecturer, as a subject expert. In addition to all these things, as a kind and compassionate teacher. Whenever we tell something to him, so we need these things, never postpone. He stopped his works and tried to complete our works. That's how he dedicated his time for the people and his students. So we invited last year also, he was busy. This time, I just emphasize, you have to be free from this hard, difficult environment. Come with me and do these talks and at least stay free for 3 weeks. That's how we meet Dr. Rathnasiri Rathnayaka. So I am so happy to introduce to our novice monks, our upasikas, BMV, and all the people who love to learn Dhamma. So, without taking much time, I would like to invite Dr. Rathnasiri Rathnayaka, our beloved noble scholar, Dhamma teacher, to conduct his first session physically at Buddhist Maha Vihara for you. So, sir, over to you.
Thank you, Venerable Bhante. Actually, I'm happy to be here. To Buddhist Vihara, maybe the third or fourth time. I just came and on my way to the airport or some places, I just had this as a transit place. Physically, I'm here for the first time, as Bhante mentioned. However, I'm very happy to give a Dhamma talk as best as I can. Yes. First and foremost, I must say that I'm not perfect in knowledge. Even when before I deliver a lecture at, I'm from University of Kelaniya, but from the postgraduate department. We have a separate building and separate institute, Postgraduate Institute of Pali and Buddhist Studies, Institute of Kelaniya. So we have from MA, MPhil and PhD. So we have the largest number of students in Sri Lanka, many from Burma, Vietnam. So what I want to say is that even we are learning from them. When you deal with all these, Dhamma matters, MPhil, PhD, so we also study. So that's a great opportunity for me to pursue Dhamma deeper and further and comprehensively. So before I teach, I say that I'm not perfect. And certain things we gather from our scholars, teachers, books. Sometimes we are not sure whether we know precisely what we know. But comparatively, I'm an experienced lecturer. And always humble, not by the word, by the deeds and action. That's it. So here, as far as I gather, our Venerable Samanera Theras and Noble Sisters, I think that there are some who know the Dhamma, the basic, the fundamentals, and some those who don't have much knowledge. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, so just tell me, at the beginning actually I was reluctant to say frankly, to talk about these matters. That is information. Information is not always necessary. but it's according to the context that the information is necessary. Anyway, when the information is disturbing us, it's not that good. So if we are able to get some certain inspiration to enliven our process, that we are treading on the path, that's okay. So just put your hands up, please, kindly. Those who know about Anathapindika. Yes, very good. So they are very good because they know. And those who know, don't know anything about Anathapindika. Okay, they are also very good. Why? But it's not a problem. But if you know, it's better. And those who know something, not very much, not, let's say, nothing but some little knowledge about Anathapindika. Okay, no problem. So before starting, I should say, so knowledge, English, we use English to convey some Pali terms. In short, I don't think that there are any languages in the world that enable to convey the real meaning in that pristine purity. I mean Pali, for example, dukkha, even Sanskrit is not clever enough, not adequate enough to convey the meaning in its pristine purity. Buddhism, even Buddhism, there is no ism in Buddhism, no? But what I term as Buddhism and what somebody else who is a new, let's say newcomer, different. Therefore, we say even for panya, knowledge, no? And for information, we also say knowledge. But here, information. Yes. Before starting, I like to report to you some incident that really took place in the time of the Buddha. There were two monks. One was an arahant, while the other was an ordinary monk. Even he had not attained the first stage of holyhood, stream entry, sotapanna. Sotapanna or sotapatti? Sotapatti and sotapanna. What's the difference? Sotapatti is the stage, no? Sotapanna is the person. Okay. Even when you pronounce this, you have to be very careful. Huh? Anatha, TH. So I'll talk about it later. So these two monks. So the monk who had, the ordinary monk, was well versed in Dhamma knowledge. He was well versed. So he had a knowledge, Dhamma knowledge from A to Z. So he could preach Dhamma, any information regarding Dhamma. So he was engaged in preaching Dhamma from morning to evening. So he took so much pleasure in preaching and imparting knowledge. So whenever he meets that Arahantera, he mocks him, teases him. So he was an Arahantera who cannot speak a lot of Dhamma. Okay? He's fully purified, but knowledge-wise, he's weak. But the ordinary monk doesn't know that he was an Arahant. So whenever he meets that Arahant monk, he mocks, laughs at, teases. Oh, you don't know much about Dhamma. So this went on for some time and it was reported to the Buddha. And these two were summoned before the Buddha. Come here. So Buddha, usually Buddha doesn't talk every time. And Buddha waits for the proper time. So Buddha asks them to come, and then Buddha asks a question or matter that's related to arahantship. He posed the question to the ordinary monk, to which he couldn't answer, because he had no experience. So experience, that energy, that stability, or that panya, or that higher statement is far different from that of the knowledge. So he couldn't answer. Then Buddha says, let's put that in the simple present tense. Oh, you can answer. So you're so proud of your knowledge. Okay, that's okay, no problem. But don't tease him. He's an arahant. So it's today that he knew that he was an arahant and he apologized. So similarly, knowledge is okay, that's important, but practice is much more important. Vijjacharana, so Vijja is not mere knowledge. This is information. And before beginning, I like to refer another one. Chulla Pantaka. There were two brothers, Mahapantaka, Chulla Pantaka. Pantaka means, according to the commentary, Pantaka means they were born by the side of the road. So they were named as Pantaka. Chulla, elder brother, and younger brother, and Maha, elder brother. However, they both entered the sasana, the bodhisattva dispensation, and Mahapantaka could attain arahantship, the highest result, very soon. To cut a long story short, but Chulla Pantaka was unable to attain the fruit or the goal he wished for. So he was tired, fed up, sick of. Now he was on the verge of, going back. He's going to relapse. But however, Buddha was able to help him get rid of it. So that's okay. Anyway, he attained arahantship. So when I was reading that story, finally, in the last chapter, towards the last chapter of that story, in the text, it was mentioned there that when he attained arahantship, all the knowledge contained in the entire Tipitaka. What is Tipitaka? Or Tripitaka, Sanskrit, Tipitaka, Pali. What is it? Sutta Vinaya Abhidhamma. Is it Vinaya Sutta Abhidhamma or Sutta Vinaya Abhidhamma? What is correct? Sutta Pitaka, Vinaya Pitaka, Abhidhamma Pitaka. Some say no, it should be Vinaya Pitaka, Sutta Pitaka and Abhidhamma Pitaka. I have no argument. Both are okay. So according to the first Sangiti, Patama Sangiti, Buddhist Council, what was first discussed? Vinaya, and then Sutta. So in conformity with that tradition, Vinaya Sutta Abhidhamma, but before Vinaya, Sutta came, no? Buddha was preaching. So I like to say, that's my personal, both are okay, correct. Sutta Vinaya Abhidhamma, Tipitaka. So in that story, when he attained the highest fruit, Sumumbonam, arahantship, the story mentions that he obtained all the knowledge contained in the Sutta Pitaka. I was surprised. I was confused. Oh, there was no Sutta Pitaka those days, Okay. Buddha kept preaching and he didn't divide anything into this and that. So it was in the first Buddhist Council that everything was, collected and organized. And they were divided as Sutta Vinaya, not Abhidhamma. Abhidhamma is third council. So, Chulla Pantaka was a monk who resided at the time of the Buddha. So, when the mention says that he attained all the knowledge that was contained or found in the entirety, I was puzzled. So what is the meaning of that? Not the mere knowledge, not the knowledge. That refers to all kind, panya, the reality. That is what is meant by it. He understood the entire reality of the world, himself and the world. That is the idea. Okay, this one. Here you are going to have a knowledge and at the same time some inspiration from it. Therefore, let's start. Yes. Even now, Venerable Susila Thero in a discussion happened to mention that. So there are different types of persons with different mental dispositions. So they need different approaches. Buddha didn't use one single approach. He used a multifaceted approach, depending on the context, situation, especially the mental disposition of each person. And almost all the approaches the Buddha used can be divided into two. Anupubbi Kathav Desana and Samukkansika Desana. What is Anupubbi? Gradual instruction, gradual teaching. Okay? So there are certain people who could not grasp the Dhamma at once. Say they should begin from some basic things. Similarly, we should know something. So, especially when you read Pali, does Pali have an alphabet? Alphabet? Written alphabet? No. No. If you know, tell me. I don't know. No, actually, Pali can be written in any language. So when Pali is written in English, it's known as Romanized Pali. Romanized. So there are certain, letters that we have to be very careful of, and some marks, diacritical marks. So long anatha. So when H is not there, anatha. But when H is there, that's aspirated. In Sinhala maprana, as anatha. Anathapindika. When two dots are not there, N is okay, but there are two Ns. Anathapindika. Under dot, Anathapindika. Okay. His name is Sudatta, personal name, but the honorific name is Anathapindika. Do you know what it means? Yeah, the feeder of the helpless is given there. Feeder of the helpless, the destitute, the poor. Anatha. Anatha means the helpless. Pindika means the feeder. One who gives alms to the poor and destitute. So here are the sources. Okay. Now let's go ahead a little faster. So I'm going to maintain a certain speed, because I want to say something more important than this one. This is also important. So to save time for that, let's go a little ahead. You can also join in reading. So social and economic background. Can you read? Come on. A wealthy merchant, we call Sethi. Not Sethi. Sethi. Or Savati. Shravasti, Sanskrit, Savati, Pali. That is actually the capital of Kosala, where King Pasenadi Kosala ruled, Yes. Next. So he is known as one of the richest, wealthiest lay supporters of the Buddha. Then, he was an ideal character. Ideal. As a householder, Gahapati, layperson. Yes, go on. This one is very important for us. This one is very important. So what is very important should be extracted, borne in mind, and put into practice. What is important there? He was able to balance material success with spiritual devotion. That is very important for us. So as a layperson, if you are able to balance that, I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. But I have lots of knowledge, but little action. So if you are able to bring those two things to a certain level, we are okay. But let's try. His wealth is, this is another very important factor. Please read. His wealth is righteously earned, acquired, and ethically used. That is a big problem in the modern world. Miccha Jiva. Miccha Jiva is everywhere. Wrong livelihood. You look at the companies which produce medicine, food, and every item. So they actually, let's talk about the food companies. Okay, multinational companies in Sri Lanka, everywhere. So they produce food that really harms the health of the people. They earn a lot of money using super salesship, no? I mean, so that is Michya Jiva. And there are certain countries which earns their foreign exchange selling even weapons, no? Michya Jiva. So Michya Jiva is a big problem to the world. Here, so his wealth is righteously earned and ethically used. That's very important. And some people have the wrong idea, that misconception that Buddhism doesn't welcome wealth. It's totally wrong. And though the people who have that idea is dead wrong. Buddhism denounces, rejects poverty. In the Kutatanta Sutta, Chakvasirahatu Sutta, is known as a kind of suffering, dalidyam. Okay? Even in the ethics, the decline of ethics, one of the reasons for the decline of ethics is poverty. Not me, the Buddha says. So, righteously earned wealth is welcome, and even increase of wealth, but meaningfully, is welcome in Buddhism. So, his wealth, Anathapindika, he is a banker, he was a banker, even he gave money on interest, but he didn't charge interest from the poor people. So, that's it. That is a good factor that we can absorb from his life as lay people, no? Yes. Use the wealth ethically, emphasizing generosity and social welfare. Social welfare. That's okay. Next. Come on, please read. First encounter with the Buddha. I will just tell you, So he came to his brother-in-law, another Chetty banker of, Rajagaha. Brother-in-law. So when he was reaching the house, he saw, even at a distance, that the brother-in-law, the bank, his brother-in-law, Setti of Rajagaha, was getting many men to clean his house, repair his house, decorate his house. So it was just like a wedding which is imminent. So he inquired, why? What is all this ado? So I am preparing my house to welcome the Buddha. In short, he heard about the Buddha. So it is said, it's mentioned in the tradition that a certain kind of radiance out of saddha, a radiance came from his, emanated from his body. So he was so deeply devoted to the Buddha. He had such a one. Deeply moved by the Buddha's teaching of Dhamma. Then, anyway, later he attained Sotapanna, no? Sotapanna. Sotapanna is the state. Sotapanna. Enterer. That is the person who attains it. Okay? Yes. Okay, let's go ahead. Come on. Actually, we are having this lecture at a time. We easily get the first stage of jhana. No? Be careful, huh? Usually, you are very lucky, but usually, even I sit here, even at home, actually I'm a hard worker. It's not good. That's my habit. I worked in the hotel trade for many, many years. I was a different person. And anyway, I got my first degree at the age of 40, to believe. Okay? It's within 8 years that I did a lot of diplomas, MA, 2 MAs. I was a gold medalist. And Teo forgot to say that. I didn't wish for, but I got. Because of my deep study, deep. I was so much dedicated in learning. And then MPhil, PhD, and within 8 years. Do you believe? That's the dedication. Hard worker. I like it very much. So tired. So I want to tell you, I forgot to tell what I want to tell. Okay, so, yes, I will remember. I forget. Okay, so role as chief lay patron. Role as lay, can you read please? He was the chief lay patron. Come on. Foremost lay supporter, Dayaka of the Buddha. And he provided, come on, material support, the Buddha and Sangha. Next. Frequently he was praised by the Buddha for generosity, chaga, and faith, saddha. These two factors, chaga and saddha. So keep in mind, he was a limitless giver. Okay? Do you know that he became very poor? He became very poor. He became a kind of penniless person. But you will learn the reason for that. Okay? But later he became again rich. Let's see. But his generosity is incomparable. It was incomparable. Now Jetavana monastery. Jetavana. Why it is known as Jetavana? This is the famous monastery where the Buddha resided for more than 24 Vassavasa, rainy retreats. 24, more than 24. So if you read the facilities available at Jetavana monastery, the monastery in the Jetas Grove, you will be amazed. It was a temple with equipped with lots of facilities. Even sauna, hot bath was there. So Buddha didn't reject comfort. Okay, yes, Jetavana. Why it is known as Jetavana? Can anybody say? Yes? Jetavana? So, Anathapindika Sudatta wanted to build a temple for the Buddha. So he consulted the Buddha. So, Venerable Sir, will you please instruct me where to build a temple? So Buddha instructed, don't build the temple not close to the village, not far from the village. Why? Come on, why? Not closer to the village, not far from the village. Who lives in the village? People like you and me. Okay, people. Why? You can think of it. It's easy. Yeah, easy for alms, begging, getting food. Why not very close? Little far. Why? They disturb. Solitude. Yeah, solitude is to be maintained. That's why. So Anathapindika was looking for such a land for the construction of the temple. He's looking for everywhere. So he happened to find a plot which belonged to Prince Jeta. Prince Jeta Kumara. Okay? So he went and asked, gentlemen, do you sell this land to me? No, I don't sell. Please sell it to me. No, I don't sell. I will pay you so much money, large amount of money, unimaginable amount of money. No, I won't sell it even if you cover the entire plot of land with gold coins. Is it clear? In Sri Lanka, I don't know here, when a young man falls in love with a girl, okay, and when the girl's parents don't like that boy to be their son-in-law, I don't give my daughter in marriage to you if even I cut my daughter and put into the river. You understand that? I don't give my daughter to you. I don't allow you to marry my daughter. Even I cut her into pieces and put into the river. So that means we hate you. We don't like you at all, no? Similarly, Prince Jeta said, if you cover the entire land with gold coins, I won't sell it to you. But that means he expressed his reluctance, unwillingness to sell it. But Anathapindika was not discouraged. What did he do? He brought cart full of gold coins and began to fill the land with. So Prince Teja was amazed. He was surprised. Oh, why that banker, Sudatta, was doing it? Then having inquired, and he came to know that it was going to be donated, going to construct a temple for the Buddha. So he was so happy. As far as I remember, he also donated it. I wonder whether, did he sell it? Yeah, I can't remember. So even he donated. That's why he put his name, Jeta. Jeta. Vana means grow, Grove, grow, not the forest. There's a difference, certain difference between forest and grove. Veluvana, Jetavana. Vana is, Vana here, not the forest, is a maintained park, forest-like park. Okay, Jetavana. Veluvana, Veluvana Rama, no? Donated by Bimbisara, King Bimbisara. The temple in the bamboo grove is the temple in the Jetas grove. Jetavana Rama. So it was named after him. It was named. Yes, come on, let's read quickly. Purchased Prince Jeta's grove. Yes. Yeah. You know the story. So it became the monk's dwelling, not only the Buddha. Okay. So it had monks' dwellings, monk abodes, Sanghavasa, assembly halls, walking meditation paths. Okay. Yes. Now, practice of dana. Please read. Daily offerings of the food to monks, support of sick monks and poor people, lay people, travelers, ascetics of other sects. You see? Everybody. Then, the sick and the destitute, anatha. Then, give without expectation of reward. That is one of the qualities of dana. So if you give something with the intention of taking something back, maybe soon or later, it's not real giving. You see? So he gives without expecting any reward, nothing in return. That's a very good point. Then practice generosity as a foundation for spiritual development. So when you read the commentary, they are not actually rare characters. They had practiced these things even from afar period, lives. So his life exemplifies dana parami. What is parami? Perfection. You develop a certain quality to a higher and higher and higher level until it comes to a certain consummation. Parami. So dana paramita, sila paramita, no? Panya paramita, perfection. How many perfections are mentioned in the Buddhist literature? 10. In Mahayana earlier, 6. Some say 10. So they are not in one place, scattered everywhere. That's the contribution of the Theravada, no? Okay. So perfection of generosity. Next. What are his spiritual attainments? Please read. Sotapanna. Sotapanna is the first stage of enlightenment, holiness. What is that? 3 kinds of mental weaknesses or kilesa. Kilesa, Pali, Klesha, Sanskrit. Kilesa. Okay? Impurities are eradicated. What are they? Sakkaya Ditti, Vichikicha, and Silabhata Paramasa. Sakkaya Ditti means the personality belief. So you have your perceptions or ideas, opinions based on the 5 aggregates. What are the 5 aggregates? Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana, no? Okay, we don't have to go into detail. So once you get, your ideas, as real based on the 5 aggregates, that's Sakkaya Ditthi. And that wrong ideas are not there. Then the other factor is Vicikiccha. You don't have doubt in the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. And there are some more, no? Yes. And Silapata Paramasa. What is Silapata Paramasa? That is the, adherence, too much indulgence in rituals and practice. So we should conduct both the puja. It has so a lot of therapeutic aspects and a lot of things, But if you too much attach to it blindly, and if you think that you can get a lot of things by worshipping the Bodhi tree, that's Silapata Paramasa. You are disturbed. Okay? Those kinds of things. So these 3 mental weaknesses, factors are not available. That is Sotapanna. Come on. Sakkaya Ditthi. Yes. So he became such a one. The first stage of enlightenment. Then he had deep understanding of Anicca, Dukkha, Anatta. The 3 universal characteristics. Yes. So he had, a deep faith, a kind of unwavering faith, aviccappasada. Okay, next. Family and household. Let's read. Skip quickly, come on. Married with children. His wife and children were also devoted Buddhists. Daughter was Maha Subhadda. Okay. It's mentioned in the commentary literature. Attakatha. Come on, household served as a model of Buddhism. Actually, he was his household, his entire life was a model of what? Ideal Buddhist lay family. Decline in wealth and final days. Decline. Loss of wealth. Why? In later life, he experienced financial decline. Due to what? Loss of trades. He was a banker, businessman. And mismanagement by servants. Even it happens today, mismanagement of servants. But he should be aware of that, no? Okay. But continued generosity despite the losses. Near death, received teaching from Venerable Sariputta. That's a big story. Okay. Yes. At some time, he was worried, he was sad. And even Venerable, in the morning, we talked that he was, at the beginning, he was not very much interested in listening to Dhamma. He was very much interested in giving, no? Okay? But anyway, he could attain that Sotapanna. He was reborn in Tusita heaven after death. Tusita heaven. Do you like to go there? Tusita heaven. According to Buddhism, Buddha's teaching, even heavenly life is a length of samsaric life. Yes. So as a result of, lots of merits, you will be born in heaven. You will be born in heaven. Okay. Even I like to visit one day. Okay. But as a Buddhist, I know that is a length of time, no? There's a saying, one day a Sri Lankan man went to Tusita heaven and he got Sakra. Okay? So there are 100 years on earth. 100 years on earth is one day there. Okay? Knowing that, the Sri Lankan man wanted to, he was very cunning, not honest, crafty. God Sakka, please give me $1. What happens when he gets $1 and comes back here? It's become Maybe $100, let's say, no? $100, let's say, for example. So if he takes it back to Sri Lanka, it's multiplied, no? So Godsak read his mind. It's a joke, huh? Okay, just wait 1 second. He said, okay, I'll give you. Just wait 1 second. Within 1 second, he died. He's earthly man, no? So in Brahma world, maybe millions of years, no? Even in the hell, it is the same. So you know now, Venerable Devadatta, who is Devadatta? Buddha's cousin. Where is he now? In hell. He tried to kill the Buddha. He also hurt the Buddha, no? He committed 2 of the 5 heinous crimes. 5 serious crimes. 2 of the 5 serious crimes. Number 1, matricide, killing of one's mother. Patricide, killings of one's father. What's the 3rd? There's an order. Come on. Causing schism. No. Killing of an Arahant. Can an Arahant be killed? Yes. There are instances. And the 4th, causing schism. Sangha Bheda. Splitting Sangha. Okay? And what is the last? Hurting the Buddha. Can a Buddha be killed? No. So, Venerable Devadatta committed maybe 2 of the heinous crimes. Caused Sangha Bheda, split Sangha, and the other hurt the Buddha. So as a result, the bad consequence, he is born in hell. So how many, maybe 2-3 days now. Maybe he is there, he has been there for 3 days. I can't calculate precisely. He has been there for 3 days maybe. Why? Many days. But we are not to insult him. One day, when the expiry of the period in the hell, he'll be born in the human world and become Buddha. Will become Buddha under the name of Pacceka Buddha. Personally enlightened Buddha under the name of Sattisara, no? Okay, yeah, that's it. Okay, now relationship with the Buddha and the chief disciples. Who are the 2 chief disciples of the Buddha? Sariputta, Moggallana. Arahan Maha Sariputta Thera, Maha Moggallana Thera. So he had a relationship, very close, meaningful relationship with the Buddha and the chief disciples. Who? Who? Anathapindika. Okay, let's read. Maintain close association with the Buddha. Venerable Sariputta Mahathera, Ananda Mahathera. Okay. Yes. Okay. Next. Ethical and spiritual significance. He was endowed with Saddha. There's no English word for Saddha. It's a confidence, faith, conviction, but they don't really, can't convey really the Saddha, okay? Generosity, Dana, moral conduct. So Anathapindika was endowed with this moral behavior, ethical behavior. Okay? So this is the best thing we can extract from his life. He demonstrated that enlightenment is even accessible to lay person. But remember, according to Buddhism, lay life is an impediment, obstacle, bhada, no? It doesn't mean that it's not impossible, but it's an obstacle on the path leading to Nibbana, lay life. And Pabbajja life, ordained life, is likened to sky, abbokasu. So there are things like that. Anyway, he demonstrated, he showed that even the Nibbanic bliss is accessible to lay people. Okay? Yes. And these things are also very important. practical in this life. Please read. He had honesty. He could maintain honesty in trade. That is, but there are even honest traders, but not that honest, no? Honest traders. Then sexual restraint, truthfulness, harmlessness. This sexual restraint, no? So, you know, being a wealthy person, we know, even personally we have seen that some people are they indulge in, you know, lot of unethical behaviors. Unethical behaviors. You know, Sariputta Moggallana, the young youths went to see a certain club on the mountain top, Giragga Samajja. Even they were international, no? Even those days. Club on the mountain, Giragga Samajja. So it was a club. So they went to see there. And there were very beautiful ladies dancing, even removing clothes. You know, even those days, at the time of the Buddha. So they went there and they were very upset. There are some cases like that, no? Anyway, they are from the noble families, high class. So even Anathapindika, one of the highest bankers in Savatthi, no? Wealthiest one. But he was honest in trade. He maintained sexual restraint, and he was truthful, and he maintained ahimsa. He didn't harm anybody. Legacy, we are going to finish. What's the legacy that we can take? He was a symbol of compassion. He had compassionate wealth. It's a very good word. Compassionate wealth. Not harmful wealth. Not detrimental wealth. Unethical wealth. It's compassionate wealth. Is there a wealth like compassionate wealth? And social responsibility. He could fulfill at highest level, an unimaginable highest scale, the social responsibility. Atta paratta ubhayatta. That's the Buddhist approach. Atta, development of oneself. Paratta, development of others. And development of both. It doesn't mean that atta first and paratta second. No, simultaneously. Atta paratta ubhayatta. So, paratta, social responsibility. So, Jetanarama remains one of the most sacred sites in Buddhist history. So, you can see many discourses were preached at Jetanarama. No? Ekan Samayang, Anathapindika Sarami. When you just read a sutta, discourse, we begin from that. So, it was discoursed at the Jetavana monastery. Very famous. Okay. He was an ideal lay Buddhist. So his life is an inspiration to us. Inspiration. He could maintain the lay life successfully and at the same time spiritual life. A kind of spiritual life. Okay. So charity, ethical business conduct, which is much more of example, and lay participation in Buddhist practice. Endurance and spiritual maturity at death is of great importance. Endurance and spiritual maturity at death. Okay, at his final illness, he suffered a lot. So it is said that Venerable Sariputta Thero went to him, preached Dhamma and comforted him. Brought some solace, peaceful mentality. So he suffered intense physical pain. Do you think that we will also suffer such pain in the future? Maybe, we don't know. But we can't say we don't know, we will, no? That's the nature of the world. When you get old, aches, ailments, all these will be our brothers and sisters, very close friends, no? That will happen. But we are not to be scared of. he suffered intense pain, so acute pain, physical pain, but he could remain mentally composed with the support of the teaching of the Buddha. So, yes, so he requests the Dhamma teaching. So he was reborn in Tusita. Summary, please read the summary. Come on. Anathapindika was the greatest lay benefactor of the Buddha. Yes, incomparable benefactor. Yes, next. Combined material success with deep spiritual realization. Can you just think of giving? Okay, so mercy without any, let's say, stinginess, like Anathapindika. He gave and gave and much more. How? How? Because of great wealth. So in whatever quantity you give is okay, giving is giving, but he gave at large scale, he was wealth. Because of his wealth, he was wealthy. Okay, next. His generosity played a crucial role in the establishment, come on, and spread of early Buddhism. What is early Buddhism? So we have early Buddhism, Theravada Buddhism, Mahayana, Vajrayana, Tantrayana, many yana, no? Actually, now just as our Venerable Susila Thero said in the morning, did you know? Morning or yesterday? Morning, yes. A little confused sometimes. So Buddha's teaching have no any yana. But they were actually developments. Good, no problem. Early Buddhism, what do you mean by early Buddhism? We say in Sinhala, Mul Buddha Samaya. What is early Buddhism? No, Theravada is, actually Theravada began from the first Buddhist council. Thera means elder, Vada means not argument, not opinions. It's wrong. Some translate it as opinions of the elder Theras. Totally wrong. Theravada means, not according to me, but according to many scholars all over the world, Theravada is the contribution of the elder Theras. Further interpretation, systematization, or expression of the elder Theras, Maha Theras, Theravada. So in the first Buddhist council, nothing was altered, nothing was added, nothing was reduced. What they did was they collected all the Dhamma that scattered and preached by the Buddha for 45 years, and they systematized, okay, and divided into Nikayas, Sutta Pitaka into 5, Vinaya Pitaka into 5, systematized, collected. So that's the contribution of Theras. It's there that Theravada began, according to many scholars. And the second Buddhist council, third, and so on. And later they provided further and further further interpretation, Attakatha, commentaries, Tika, sub-commentaries, and so on. So that is Theravada. But Theravada in Sri Lanka, Theravada in Thailand, Laos, not the same, no? That's the contribution. It's okay. No argument, no controversy, no problem. Okay? But the core teachings of the Buddha remain the same.
I think this early Buddhism we are talking about.
Now I'm coming to that. Wait, I'm coming to that.
Anathapindika and all that, right?
No. Early Buddhism actually Sutta and Vinaya. Early Buddhism means Sutta and Vinaya. We call it Sutta and Vinaya.
You're not talking about that.
Yeah, that's it. So, just for example, now Sri Lanka, Khuddaka Nikaya basically contains 15 books, including Dhammapada, Theravada, Therigatha, no? Like that. But in the Burmese tradition, they have developed further. How many books? 17, 18, and later 20. Even Milinda Panya, Petakopadesa are included there. That's the actually contribution, further and further contribution. So Mahayana, and there is no exact beginning of Mahayana. But now in the present time, When I was actually giving a talk in Vietnam at one of the conferences, I argued with lots of sources. And even my Sri Lankan scholar said, don't talk about it. And you will face lots of arguments. So I said, I'm not afraid. That's my exposure. I'm ready to argue if they argued. I said, Buddha has no any yana. But yana, Mahayana, Theravada, Disvada, Thatvada, okay, they are geographical, seasonal, and even the contributions. But the core teachings, the Buddha is the same. Core teachings like Paticcasamuppada, and let's say Tilakkana, same. But there are different interpretations. They are of course okay, something like that. For example, let's come to our topic very soon. Now, at Nagarjuna University, I said Nagarjuna, Master Nagarjuna was not a Mahayanist, not a Theravadi, not Sautrantika. He was a Buddhist scholar. So that's how I argued with lots of facts. Nobody argued with me. It's not my own opinions. So he actually compiled a superb commentary called Mula Madhyamika Karika. You can't find any sutta which so-called Mahayana. I also try to study Mahayana. I have no problems. Because I usually supervise some of the PhD students who were in the pursuit of, subjects related to Mahayana studies. Even I happen to study them. So, in Mula Madhyamika Karika, why it was written? It was written in response to Sautrantikas. So Sautrantikas said, Sautrantika means they were based totally on the Sutta, Sautrantika. They said, all is empty. Sarvang sunyang. All is empty. So Nagarjuna said, no, it's not, it's a little awkward, not really in conformity with Buddhism, Buddha's teaching. So all is empty. What is all? How do you say all? All is empty. What is all? It's problematic. So Nagarjuna, Master Nagarjuna said, no, all this is empty. He put the word this. All this is empty. What is this? In short, all mental physical phenomena. Nama Rupa. That is empty. So he rectified it, replacing or putting a word called this. All this sarvang idang sunyang. That's how, But we can't totally say that the Sautrantikas are wrong. They said all is empty, maybe in a kind of concise, brief form. But Nagarjuna Pandit, Nagarjuna Master, Venerable Nagarjuna put the word idam. Then I wondered what is empty. So if you go by the English word, we'll go straight. We'll be misled. Voidness, emptiness, nothingness, zeroness, I don't understand. So I started studying a certain Mula Madhyamika Karika and other scholars' views. One day at 4 o'clock in the evening and stopped the following day 8 o'clock. Then, oh my gosh, I was in a way enlightened, not disenlightened. I became so knowledgeable. So what is emptiness? According to Mula Madhyamika Karika, it's nothing but the anicca dukkha anatta. Anicca dukkha anatta. Paticcasamuppada. That's it. So I was so happy. That's how we have to study. We can't go by the words. We should consult our Theras who know very well. Okay, in summary, yes, early Buddhism means, that is the general acceptance, Sutta and Vinaya. Come on. Sutta and Vinaya. I think it's time for us to go for a short break because some are entering the Patamadhyana. Okay, now this humility and non-attachment to status, that is very, very important. I try my best to do it. It's very difficult. Non-attachment. You know? Yeah, humility, humble, so humble. And non-attachment to status. He was a banker, but he is not attached to that. Okay, converses intelligently with the Buddha. He didn't talk on trivial things, meaningless things. Deep Dhamma matters. Wisdom in lay life, Panya with Ghi Bhava. That's important. Panya with Ghi Bhava. While remaining a layperson, he embodies high wisdom without renunciation. He didn't renounce. He didn't live the lay life. Remaining in the lay life, he tried to become, so closer to the path. Yes, that's all. Shall we have a short break? Yes. Then we will talk about Visakha in short. Then I like to talk about some matters. So Visakha. So this is not Ka, but Ka. With H, that's called aspirated H. So when you have H with Romanized Pali, it is Ka with weight, no? Visakha. And if it is without A, what happens? Visakha is a male name. We have to be very careful. Male name. I'll just write, see. Look at this. We have to be very careful of the diacritical marks. I am used to it because when I examine a PhD MPhil thesis, first of all, there may be 300 pages. First of all, look at the Pali term, mark, and then English and footnote. So a lot of things. So I know. So Vana, V-A-N-A, Vana without, but the pronunciation is the same. The pronunciation is the same. But in Sinhala, we have two n. Pronunciation is the same, but two n's. This n, Vana. Vana means park. Jeta Vana, Velu Vana, Amba Vana, park. This one with dot below is boil or wound. You see? Complete the meaning changes. We have to be very, very careful.
Because of the dot.
Dot. Because of the dot. You see? Vana. Just like Tana in Sinhala, no? Two Tana. So when you say Visa without long A, Visakha is a male name. That is actually the lay husband of Arhan Dhammadinna Theri. The Visakha, lady's name. Okay, girl name. Okay, she's named as Migara Mata. Why? Migara's mother. Why? Do you know? Okay. When her elder son, Visakha's elder son was born, he was named Migara. Okay? Actually, it's not because of that he was known as Migara Mata. Migara's mother, elder son's name. Even Visakha's father-in-law, her husband, father is Migara. He was a merchant, Chetty. And he didn't like the Buddha, but she was able to convert him. Huh? Okay, let's read very fast. Within 10 minutes, let's finish. Yes. Okay. Please read. Her name, personal name, Visakha. And the honorific name, Migara Mata, mother of Migara after son. Yes, read please. Meaning of Visakha, symbolically auspicious. So you can find about her in the following sources. The social and economic background. Yes. Read quickly. Wealthy and influential laywoman in Savatthi. Savatthi is the capital of Kosala. Yes. Then married with children. Married with children means she had children, nah? She didn't marry a person with children. Be careful. Okay. Known for her generosity, chaga, devotion, saddha, and organizational skills. She was so intelligent. She was so knowledgeable in the rules of Vinaya. She didn't become a nun. But Buddha advised her to give instruction to nuns in terms of Vinaya. See how? She was superb, knowledgeable, wise lady. Actively engaged in supporting the Sangha and promoting Dhamma in society. Okay. Yes. Next, first encounter with the Buddha. Come on. Devout, very faithful, follow the Buddha's teachings. Heard the Buddha's sermons. And attained and devotion, Saddha. You know, at the age of 7, do you know? She attained the first stage of holyhood, Sota Panna. At the age of 7, very young. Do you believe? Do you believe or not? That is a report. Okay. So she recognized as foremost female lay disciple in generosity. Next. Role as chief female lay patron, number 1. Okay. So one of the 2 chief female lay disciples. With the other one was Kujjuttara, not the lady. Okay. Do you know her? Even I don't know. That's the lady. I read from the, yes, yeah. She was actively, Visakha actively contributed to building monasteries, viharas, and providing alms. You know why these 2 great personalities were included in the Dhamma? Anathapindika to represent you. I mean, and Visakha, okay. And if you didn't talk about Visakha, they will be upset, no? Yeah. So that's why. So I just understand it now. So the organizers are so wise. I'm very happy. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Then, yes, organize food offerings, dana, robes, and medicine. Usually monks are given 4 requisites. They are called 4 requisites. What are they? A robe. There's an order. Robe. Then, next, number 2, food. 3, shelter, lodgings, and medicine. Why robes first? You think of it, huh? Chivara, Pindapata, Senasana, Gilana, Pache. Come on. Chivara, Pindapata, Chivara, robes. Then Pindapata means food, alms. Senasana, temples. Okay. And medicine. Even for lay people, these are 4 requisites. So we call actually, you have robes, we have clothes, t-shirt, jeans, and no. So, okay, but the same, no? Food, clothes, food, house, and medicine. Same. For you, in a different, same thing in a different, that's the religious in terms, no? Okay, she gave. Then assisted in lay Buddhist community leadership. She was a leader. Okay, next, come on. Notable acts of generosity. Read fast, come on. Supported Jetavana Monastery and other monastic establishments. That is very important. Other monastic. Other means what? Other faiths, other religious leaders. That's great. Yes, really good. Okay, provided daily alms and meals to monks, financial and material support. She was very careful, meticulous, and continuous practice of generosity. Okay, incomparable too. Yes, help poor, sick, and needy people, just like Anathapindika, no? Anathapindika. So, yeah, equal. Yeah, you can't say that we are superior. No, they are also superior. Okay. Yeah, yes. Okay. Then spiritual attainments. That is very important. Spiritual attainments. See? Actually, these 2 persons are even examples for us while leading a lay life. We can trade on. There's no disturbance. There are disturbances, but for the wise, it's not such a disturbance. Okay? Yeah. So what are these? Sotapanna, stream enterer. Okay? Faith, everything. And moral conduct, generosity is same. Okay. Relationship with the Buddha. Acted as a relationship between monastics and lay followers. It's the same thing, repeated, no? Same thing repeated. Okay. So this one, practice generosity, support the Sangha, lead virtuous household lives, virtuous, moral. Okay. She was very pure in moral conduct, very pure. Okay. That's why, otherwise Buddha never asked, a lay woman to instruct nuns. Nuns are actually beyond the lay woman, no? But imagine that when Buddha invited her to instruct, make aware of the Vinaya matters. So how? You can imagine her knowledge. And not only the knowledge and the behavior, not two separate things. She was well versed. Okay. Family life. Read please. She was known as Migara after her elder son. She had 20 children. My God. My wife had one daughter, one son, and one husband. That's me. Okay? One, yeah. I also have one son, one daughter, and one wife. Okay? But she had how many? 20 children. First in the lay life, 20. One husband, yeah. One husband. Punnavadhana. Punna means punya. Punya means merit. Vadhana means accumulating or developing. He has a good husband. But bad father-in-law. But he also became good. She converted. See how? The role of a daughter-in-law, no? Is an example daughter-in-law. Okay? Even her father blamed the Buddha, but converted her father-in-law, Migara. His name was Migara. Even the elder son was named as Migara, no? Migara Mata. Wealthy merchant to the, yes, he was converted to the Buddhist faith. And this is a very good one, even example to our life. Balance household responsibility with spiritual pursuits. Yeah, on that path. I'm very happy. That's it. 20 children. I wonder how she remembers the names of children. Maybe labeled, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. Set an example of family life aligned with, in line with the Buddhist principles. Okay, we are going to finish. Ethical and spiritual significance. Perfections of generosity, that is dana paramita. Then morality and faith, saddha. She was endowed with a higher level of faith. Saddha. Okay? Higher level of faith. Demonstrated that women can also attain high spiritual and social influence. Can a woman become a Buddha? But Arahanta Buddha. She can attain, become Arahanta Buddha. Pacceka Buddha, Arahanta Buddha, and Samma Sambuddha, no? Fully enlightened Buddha, no? So there are certain things, but she can be Arahanta Buddha. Yes. Yeah, one day, I'm not going to explain that. They can become a man and then become a Buddha. Yeah, yes. So, yes. But before that, she can be Arahanta Buddha, no? Arahant Dhamma Dinna theory. The contribution of Arahant Dhamma Dinna theory. Arahant Dhamma Dinna theory. So usually we know, we happen to identify Atta Aryattankika Magga. In English, Noble Eightfold Path. Okay? As Sila Samadhi Panya. 3. Sila Samadhi Panya. Come on. Morality, concentration, and Panya. Who divided the Aryatta Magga or Noble Eightfold Path into these three? Not by the Buddha. By Arahant Dhamma Theri. She was so brave and intelligent and wise enough to do so. When a lay husband, Visakha, came and said, oh sister, he can't say wife, no? Not wife anymore. Please tell me Dhamma in brief. Sila Samadhi Panya. Finish. Yes, when this was reported to the Buddha, Buddha endorsed it. That's the contribution. Okay? So there are many stories to prove, the expertise and even the level of wisdom in Arahant theories. So Materi, Vajra Theri, you can read later on if you have time. If you have no time, find time and read. Okay. Next. Then showed wealth and resources. Okay. Skillfully used. Some children say, sir, we have no time. No time? We have 24 hours. You and I have, you have. Okay. Okay. Yes. Legacy. We are going to finish soon. Come on. What's the legacy? The heritage. Remember that the foremost, top high-ranking, female lay disciple in generosity and devotion. Chaga and Saddha. Chaga and Saddha. Chaga is very difficult. It's the way to reduce lobha. And my final talk is lobha. Lobha dosa moha, no? I'm very happy to talk about lobha dosa moha. Not, yeah, okay. So, then, come on. Yes. Yeah, okay. I don't have to read. So, and finally, Buddha entrusted her, assigned her, entrusted her with giving practical advice. You see, practical advice. It's very difficult to give practical advice. Although you are knowledgeable, you can't talk about practice. That's why, I mentioned about two monks. One was an ordinary monk, the other was Arahant. But when the Buddha asked the question related to Arahantship, when that was posed to the ordinary monk, he couldn't answer, no? By practice. He was unaware, no? So, Buddha entrusted Visakha with giving practical advice to bhikkhunis, nuns, especially on matters of conduct, behavior, discipline, vinaya, and practical living. Can you think of expertise? That's on monastic rules, although she was not a nun. Summary. Please read the summary. Was the Arama or temple donated by Visakha? Pubbarama. Pubbarama. You see? Pubbarama. And Anathapindika? Jetavana, no? Equal, no? No fight. Equal. Pubbarama. Yes. Yes. Finish. So thank you very much. May you all be healthy, wealthy and happy. Healthy, wealthy and happy. Why wealthy? Yes. That's important. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So that's about... Okay. Okay. Yeah. So we have question and answer. So I like to give... in the morning I got three... I heard three questions, and actually Bhante, Susila Thero gave good answers. And regarding that, the alcohol problem, no? Okay. Sura, Mere, Majja, the three words. If you interpret the three words in Pali, very easy for you to get the idea. Sura, Mere, Majja. What is Sura? Sura means fermented. What is fermented? No? If you don't know, I'm sorry. You find a dictionary and get... So fermented, you know fermentation, no? Yeah. So let's say, for example, let's say you get juice or sap from coconut, and there's another tree called palm tree called kitul, no? You get juice from it and into a pot, and if you leave it for 3-4 hours, a certain alcoholic reaction takes place there. So in the morning you drink sweet toddy, it's okay, but in the evening, what happens, you know? So that's a kind of fermentation. Even for kilesa that increase little by little upward is also known as fermentations. You see, kilesa that keep increasing is termed as fermentations in English. So sura, fermentation. Mere, what is mere? Distilled. What's distillation? You put some fruits and stuff into a container and heat. Okay? And then get the spirit, distill. Sura mere and majja. Things that intoxicate, including sura mere and majja. So everything is covered. All intoxicants, cigarettes or whatever. Now, the main thing is that, you see, sura mere majja. What kind of sura mere majja? That cause inattention. Pama dattana. Dattana means cause, rouse, incur. Pama, what is pama? Pama means inattention, no attention. Insensitivity, no sensitivity. Heedlessness, carelessness. Okay? That's very important. So whatever you have as sura mere majja, whatever, which cause inattention, carelessness, insensitivity, it's not a sin, but it may be a foundation for causing sin. Is it clear? Okay, now in Vinaya Pitaka there are certain places where Buddha allowed to have some herbal smoke. But Buddhism is that whatever the action, mental, verbal, bodily action, should be performed with wholesome chetana, intention. That is the result. So whatever, actually Buddhism is for the wise, not for the stupid. The wise. The wise means what? PhD? Professors? No. What is the interpretation of wise in according to Buddhism? Asevanacha balanam panditananta sevana. What is bala? Stupid. No. Bala means actually, according to commentary, bala means not stupid, not uneducated, not poor. Bala means basically, fundamentally, bala is a person whose mental, verbal, bodily actions are evil, unwholesome. Pandit, unwholesome, yes. Pandita is a person whose mental, verbal, bodily actions are wholesome. So that's why Buddhism is only for the wise. There are lots of things are there. Therefore, we have to go by the context. In one context, this is good, Buddha says. In another context, bad, Buddha says. For example, soldiering. In terms of lay life, it's good. You get you get a job in the army, Air Force, but it doesn't mean that you have to kill people, no? It's a different case. Job. But soldiering is bad for a monk. In the Samanya Phala Sutta, the second sutta of Digha Nikaya, there's a list of jobs that the monks are not to be occupied, engaged. A list of even soothsaying, palm reading, prediction, soldiering. So whatever you do, if they actually increase unskillfulness, that is bad. So even the intoxicants, sura mere majja, which cause inattention, and that inattention cause bad mental, verbal, bodily actions, and that cause or that increase unskillfulness, that is bad. That's why it's not a sin. Doubt not, Vicikiccha is not a sin, but they lay foundation for something that's very bad. That's the idea. So at the time of the Buddha, there was we have 10 minutes, Sakya. Sakya was the clan. Clan is, clan, a kind of, what do you say? Buddha is from the Sakya clan, a kind of tribe, no? And Princess Yasodhara from the Kolian clan. You just check the word clan, CLN, clan. So there was a, layman called Sarkani Sakya. In short, he was a drunkard. Daily drinker, no? In the morning he drinks, in the afternoon he drinks, and evening he drinks. But at the time of his death, he was a Sotapanna, okay? He attained Sotapanna. Then the news spread everywhere that the drunkard Sarkani Sakya. So the Sakyas were very upset, especially Prince Mahanama. Oh, these days even the drunkard become Sotapanna. So he was very upset. He went to the Buddha and asked, is it true that people say he was a... Yes, true. Then it doesn't mean that drinking is good. That is a rare case. It's a rare case. No, many other cases. Sarkani Sakya. Although he was a drunkard, he attained Sotapanna. He became a Sotapanna, no? The three kinds of mental fermentations or kilesas are not there, no? Sakkaditi, Vijikitta, Silapada, Paramasa, no? But he was completely freed, no? And the second level, Sakadagami. Third level, Anagami. Never come back, non-returner. Even they have a very thin level of kilesas. Do the Anagamis have sexual feelings? Yes, but not very intense. Not very intense. Is it clear? So even you know, in our society, when a very virtuous person happens to make a mistake, so people blame him, no? He is so upasaka, but no, we can't say like that. Can't say. So regarding alcohol use, that is the idea. Okay, whatever you take, even if you take water with so much indulgence, it's bad, no? It's bad. Yeah, we have to be very careful. That is the chetana and the result. Chetana and the result. If the chetana is bad, then the result is bad. It's bad. Chetana is the main thing. Okay? So we can't say all actions kamma. If we just say, if we translate kamma into action, that is bad. It's wrong. All actions are not kamma. If you happen to tread on a large number of ants while walking and happen to kill hundreds, it's not kamma. But if you do it knowingly, that becomes kamma. Chetanang bhikkhave kamma, no? Kamma, no? That's it. So we have to be very careful of kamma. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Okay? We are to refrain from taking sura, mere, majja. What is fermented, what is distilled, what makes intoxicating. Because they cause inattention. So according to Paticcasamuppada, inattention may cause another problem. And that problem may another serious problem, no? A series of problems. Okay? That's it. That's it. Even with regard to a sister may ask a question regarding eating, no? Yeah. So, yeah. You know, even there we have to be very careful. Usually, monks are advised not to eat at night. Why? Because it's not necessary. Even for lay person, it's good. I usually eat a little food, you know, at night. You know, in Sri Lanka, we eat a lot of rice. We eat a lot of rice. It's very bad. I usually make a joke. You know, when we go to a wedding, I can't see my friends. I see a big mountain. At the table, I see a big plate of rice. Little by little, I see his head, no? My God, it's very bad. That's a bad habit. In the olden times, it's okay. They were working very hard in the field, no? In China. Okay. So, I'll come to that topic. At the time of the Buddha, one Brahmin came to the Buddha and said, Venerable Sir, eating meat is amaganda, isn't it? Consumption of meat is amaganda. Amaganda means bad smelling, stench. Okay? Buddha said, no, not only eating meat. Even killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, telling lies, all amaganda. Okay? Therefore, we have to be very careful of the concept of eating meat or not eating meat or eating this time, that time in Buddhism. We have to be very wise. We are not to make confusion in the context. Context is very important. To talk about that, one more. Did the Buddha eat meat? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Can you just prove it with a certain sutta? You read, if you have time, read the sutta, Jivaka Sutta. Jivaka Sutta in Pali. In Romanized Pali, we never use W. Don't even think of W. Never. V. Jivaka. Long A. Jivaka Sutta. In the Sutta, I'm going to elaborate. In the Sutta, Jivaka comes and says, so Venerable Sir, the ordinary people blames you and the Theras, saying that you and other Theras eat meat. So you read it, please. Buddha talks about eating meat in terms of, on the basis of 3 factors. Okay? You read that. So, one day, in a conference, one of my friends in India asked me, are you vegetarian or non-vegetarian? I stopped. Are you vegetarian? I said, I am not vegetarian, I am not non-vegetarian, I am Anitarian. I said, what do you mean by Anitarian? That means I don't eat, a lot of meat, lot of fish. No, just moderate. So in Buddhism, there is no concrete stereotype, extremist concept called vegetarianism or non-vegetarianism. Okay? So Buddha gives a list of, I'm still coming to your topic. There are some factors that should surround it. Buddha gives a list of meat, flesh, that should not be consumed by a monk, especially a practitioner who is practicing in the wilderness, solitude, forest. What is the list? Sorry? Yeah, tiger meat, horse meat, hyena meat, bear meat, elephant meat, and so on. Yeah, yes. Yeah. But it doesn't contain the other meat like pork, chicken, mutton. Does it? Yeah. Cow. Yeah, beef. No. So does it mean that Buddha allows us to eat those meat? No. Why? That's why we have to be very careful of the context. Context. Why does the Buddha give a list of such meat that's to be forbidden by monks? Yeah, when they are practicing in the forest, in wilderness, in isolation, especially in the forest, and their smell will attract animals, even non-humans, yakka, no? That's it. And it will be a danger or maybe attack. So why Buddha asked the monks not to eat at night? It is too much. When your body is heavy, okay, full on it, you yes follow Patamajjhana easily. No, that's why no need. So if you have a good meal, in the morning and at lunch, no need. But in the Vinaya Pitaka, if you are very weak, you are very hungry, and let's say that you are recovering from a certain illness, it's okay to eat, no? You can eat. So Buddhism is for the wise. Okay? Buddhism is for the wise. Therefore, eating, not eating. So the purpose, chetana, and the result, no? So we have to keep good balance with that. That is the thing, That's it. And in Vinaya Pitaka, one monk possessed by devil happened to eat pork and raw pork, flesh, and drank blood. So it is said that his that possession or that kind of mental illness was recovered. So when this was reported to the Buddha, who said, "Oh, okay, it's okay, no problem." And he was exempted from the the committing offense. But hereafter, so it was promulgated as Vinaya rule. So Vinaya rules were promulgated when the reason occurred. Didn't do it earlier, after 20 years, no? So it's because of a reason. You just think of the first promulgation, the first Vinaya, that is out. Okay, now to wind up, sometimes we are worried about knowledge, the fundamental things, I mean, let's say the information about Visakha, Anathapindika, lot of things, and where the Buddha was born and all these things, and when he was born, like that. I think we are not to worry about it. They are not so much necessary. I'll ask you this way. How many grains of rice did you have in your plate when you had your dana today? We don't know. It's not necessary. Not necessary. Okay. And the weight of the food you had, 1 gram, 2 gram, 3 grams? Not necessary. But it may be necessary for the doctor who, when you get advice to reduce your diabetes, context based. You have to be very careful. Context is important. Okay? And Buddha says in context. But this time it's not necessary.
Yes. So ultimately I ate. Okay, so it's okay then, right?
Okay, yeah, no problem.
So I can break the precept.
No. But tradition wise. Yeah, no. Actually, according to Buddhism, as far as I read the Vinaya, it's not a problem. But if you give excuses to that, so that's the break of tradition. So tradition is not Buddhism. Tradition is there to protect Buddhism, just like the bark. So can the tree survive without the bark and the soft wood? It's because of the hardwood the tree doesn't fall, no? But can hardwood supply food to the tree? No. Bark is necessary to protect. Therefore, everything is important in a different way, no? But if we attach to everything blindly, we become stupid, foolish, ignorant, and then we have some mental problems. Oh, I broke the precept. No, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not afraid. Actually, as a Buddhist follower, I'm not afraid. I have no mental problems. Especially in my home, just to say something openly, frankly, my wife, my son and my daughter and me, usually in the Buddhist culture, that is not wrong. Huh? So when we walk out of the home, we look at the watch. Oh, okay. Auspicious time. You understand? You walk out of the house to go work, you put the right leg and go. Some people do it. Okay? We have no cultural, yes. When you walk out, a gecko make a sound, chick, chick, chick. I should wait here. I don't care. And my wife doesn't care. But we respect the culture. We do it. We practice it. We don't show anybody else. But we have no such mental problems. Primitive cases. But because of the unawareness of things, we become upset. No, that is okay, even with me, whether I break the rule or not. No, tradition-wise, we should adhere to tradition. But they are sort of protective or defensive things, no. But if something happens to break, we are not to be afraid. But if your Chetana is pure, not evil, so what is the result you get? No. Yeah. So even when we can say, you can even blame the Buddha, saying that he told a lie, told a lie to Prince Nanda. He promised that if you come and become a monk and practice, you will be able to marry a nymph or angel, much more beautiful than Janapata Kalyani, her fiancée, in the story. I will tell you. So Buddha went to the palace to have dana, and then Buddha saw that Prince Nanda had certain potential to attain arahantship. So Buddha was ready to come back to the Arama temple, and he gave the bowl, a begging bowl to Nanda. Okay, you take it. So Nanda took it. Okay? So Nanda was waiting to get married. And he had fallen in love with one of the most beautiful ladies in the area, Janapada Kalyani. That's the idea. Beauty in the area. Super beauty. So earlier he was thinking of her. So now Nanda was walking behind the Buddha, taking the bowl. So he thought that the Buddha would take it into his hand at the gate. No, Buddha didn't take it. So he continued. Okay. Now at the temple, he thought that, oh, now Buddha would take, okay, you go back. No, Buddha didn't do so. He ended. Okay. He was upset. Then do you like to become a monk? My God, he was unable to say no. Refused it, denied. Because he had a deep respect for the Buddha. He said yes. Unwillingly. Okay, that happened. So he was now, he was a monk, not in mind, but by the robe. So he was, he was meditating, but meditating on Janapada Kalyani. Thinking. Okay. Then one day Buddha came. Okay, you love Janapada Kalyani? Yes, sir. I want to marry her. Okay. Then it is said that Buddha took him to heaven and showed 200 dove-footed nymphs, very beautiful ladies. And so in comparison to the beauty of Janapada Kalyani, her fiancée, and she was like what? A charred female monkey. Burned female monkey. On the way they saw such a female monkey. Okay. So he was enticed, bewitched, and attracted so much with the beauty of the angels. Okay, if you practice meditation, genuinely, you will be able to attain them. Oh, he practiced. Okay, with the intention of that. So Buddha used desire, the negative force, desire to eradicate desire. You see? So it was a lie. No, it can't be taken as a lie. We have to look at the chetana, the intention, and the result of it. So on the basis of the result and the idea, chetana, and the result, it was a kind of right, let's say, device, strategy, used by the Buddha. So that way, chetana is the main thing. So when you eat food, or not eat food, or this and that, should be pure thought, and the result should be also pure. Result should, at the beginning, in the middle, at the end. Chetana should be pure, and in the result should be also pure. Yes.
Brother, Professor, I just asking for my friend. We were just discussing after my question.
You're representing. Okay.
Okay, so I'm just asking for my friend. So my friend now worry already. She say,
no.
I'm feeling sleepy now. Can I eat a sweeter?
No.
I think you got the
Don't
answer
worry,
already,
don't
because there's the intention. She just want to stay up.
No.
To try to stay up.
Yeah. This. Yeah, that's good. This kind of thoughts are known in one word as papancha. Prapancha, Sanskrit. Papancha, Pali. What is papancha? It's like a new kind of papadam. What's it?
Mental proliferation.
Series of thoughts, series of negative thoughts, disturbing thoughts, series of thoughts. It happens, even I will also have sometimes at night. When I get angry, series of thoughts. Okay? My son gave me a call yesterday. Father, I need some more money to pay, health insurance and visa. He's applying for visa to foreign country. Papancha, my God. Papancha is the main thing. So I will tell you that. Just forget all the information, whatever. They are not so necessary. Just like the number of grains in, and Buddha nicely said, once you are hit with an arrow, poisonous arrow, if you remove it, if the arrow is not removed, what happens? Within 5 minutes you will die. But you say, no, I want to know what this arrow is made of. Where it came from, who shot it, what kind of poison is embedded there. Without knowing that, don't remove. No, you remove it first. Others are not necessary. Removal is the main thing. Similarly, what we should do as doctor, Ashok, every time says, I like it way of, no need to talk a lot. Be mindful, only one thing in the world. What is the main thing that you should maintain every time? Mindfulness. Mindfulness. Alertness of all the thoughts, what is coming into your mind, what is in your mind, negative, positive, all. You should be mindful of all the negative thoughts in order to reduce them. And you should be mindful of all the thoughts which are coming from outside to prevent them. And you should be mindful of the thoughts which are good thoughts, which are established in the mind to increase them further and further. And you should be mindful of the thoughts which are not wholesome mindful, thoughts which are not present in mind, bring them and cultivate. The 4 effort, that's called Samma Vayama. That's Bhavana. Samma Vayama. So you should be mindful of such kind of papancha. Okay? We keep coming. Does an arahant have papancha? No. They don't have. Nipapancha. Ni means negative. Nipapancha is another word for liberated mind. Nibbana. Papancha. Papancha is the main problem we have. Papancha is the main problem. Papancha increases because of ignorance, no? Craving and loss of things. So we should be mindful. In broader sense, Buddha says, there is only one thing in the world, one thing, only one, not 1.5. Let's stop now. One thing in the world that increases defilements, fermentations, kilesa, that is ayoniso manasikara, unwise attention. There's one thing in the world that increases skillfulness of kusala, that is yoniso manasikara. The application is sati, mindfulness. That is the only thing. So, as Dr. Ashok says, we have always worries related to thoughts, papancha, based on past, that causes suffering. And both, that's called in modern sense depression. And we have papancha, lots of negative, harmful, detrimental thoughts based on the future, suffering. In modern sense, called anxiety. So what we have based on past and future, we have suffering now. Suffering now. This moment. Suffering is this moment. Stress. We call stress, no? Stress. But we are aware what they are. They are permanent. They are not permanent, no? They are baseless, useless, meaningless. So we are able to reduce them. There are lots of things to be talked, no? So mindfulness is the main thing. That's all. That's all. Okay? So, yes. Yeah. The time is over, but okay.
Sorry, one question. Just now, Doctor, you were saying we have to value it based on our intention when we do something, right? The intention. So let's say my own personal experience. My late dad, he was hospitalized, and the doctor said that we could no longer revive him, all right? So he will go. But we still need your approval. Approval. Because he was intubated in all this, he was dying.
Okay.
Yeah, so as a son, I need to give them approval for them to let him go because he was intubated. So, and according to the professional, the doctor said that he can no longer continue. All right, it's quite certified. So, and if you want us to resuscitate him when the attack comes, it's basically hurting him even more. So I had to make that decision to sign. That means when the attack comes, they will not resuscitate. Does that, because like you say, taking a life of your father, right, is a very heavy karma. So this is actually has been in my mind for a while. So did I commit a sin in this case, right? My intention was not that. My intention was that I don't want him to suffer, right? I say, is that the best doctor? That means is this the only way? Or can we? I would want to save him if given a choice. I know after that would be also very difficult, but I'm willing to do that. But doctors say it's very difficult because based on the scenarios, it's like very unlikely. You will just prolong his pain, and and then eventually you go. Yeah. But so I did sign. I did sign the letter. Yeah, but he gave, in a way, it didn't end that way. I just signed, but eventually his heart rate dropped, and then eventually he passes on. So the doctor did have to take out that.
Yeah. Yeah, usually, I can give an exact answer. I had to apply the Buddha's way. When Buddha gives answers to certain things, he uses four ways, no? 4 ways. Yes or no, or categorical answer, analytical answer, and he kept silent. So I'm not the Buddha. so whenever actually we have to give the answer from different aspects. Religiously, you may feel that it's not good, no? But again, I have to say that it's Chetana. If the father is willing and son is okay, usually, he may even later on, he will feel worry, no? Why I signed like that? But Chetana is the thing, no? Chetana, result. That's something called euthanasia, no? Yeah, that's it. Very recently, one of the well-known actors in Sri Lanka, Jackson Anthony, now he's actually acting with his son. So Jackson Anthony, very well-known, Venerable Nagatero knows him. So he met with an accident. An elephant attack, no? Anyway, he met with an accident and he was unconscious for many years. How many years? He was there, I think there almost 1 year. 1 year, you believe? But he had the power, he had the political power, money and everything, and everybody loved him. And he was totally unconscious, but his life, whatever energy, sustained because of machines. Okay? And even later on, people also began to blame that it cost a lot of money, and even that machine and that room was occupied for him. Everybody knows that he would never come back. So finally, so his wife, also a famous actor and singer, and two sons, also actors, and daughter, finally gave their consent to remove the machines. So that is actually venerable the Chetana. If the Chetana is okay, no sin comes.
Doctor, thank you very much but even though that you didn't let them go to first jhana or the second jhana, for keeping them. So thank you very much. So I believe all of them enjoyed, your presentation. And always there are even more than what you expected that he shared with you, Dhamma. So you had enough things to digest on. You have to start thinking about, reflecting on. So even though that, last question is about mercy killing, it's not really mercy killing. But you can put that into a doctor's hand. Doctor is the one who recommended to you. That's right? That's doctors say, we don't know. Doctors are the one who knows it. So you don't have to worry at all. Right. Yes. Thank you very much I think we can take your refreshment and get ready for the Vandana evening. Huh? Okay, thank you. Thank you.